gravity's a lie. Feel free to applaud after pretty much everything I say. Friends, family, faculty, and administration, scattered babies that will undoubtedly interrupt this speech, and of course, the graduating class of 2009. Hello, let's have a chat. After months of brooding and hours tossing and turning in bed, trying to reach a conclusion, I finally decided to wear blue underwear today. I knew I forgot something. While I was writing this speech, I kept these things in mind: love, friendship, ethics, and education. Together, these make up the kind of speech during which the audience will undoubtedly fall asleep. That's why I tore these words out of the dictionary in my house before getting started. Once I knew what to avoid, I had to think about how to make my speech interesting. I reached an answer pretty quickly, but apparently 2 boxing kangaroos would be too much of a nuisance and not to mention illegal. What are you going to do? So get out your iPods, turn on Freebird, we're in this for the long haul. Later, I'd like to start out with a little audience participation, if you will. If you would be so kind, please raise your left hands. Now, keep them up there. We're not done. Now, place your right hand just below your throat, with your right elbow raised. If you have followed these commands, you will quickly notice you look completely ridiculous. Put your arms down. Let this be a lesson. Don't listen to someone just because he's on stage or is under a spotlight or sports rocket good looks. As many of you know, I'm not much for planning. So today, you may find my words incoherent and immemorable. But given time to look back on what I have said here today, you'll still find it incoherent and memorable. Class of 2009, look around you. You're right now sitting next to our future doctors, lawyers, policemen, firefighters, teachers, and government leaders. So please, I implore you, never get sick, solve your own legal problems, carry a gun, stay away from fires, homeschool your children, and for God's sake, move out of the country. I'm only kidding. You and I both know we have learned a lot at Pitman High School these past 4 years. Like learning to circumvent the school lateness policy, how to navigate a science room without touching the floor. But truly, folks, you'll soon be entering the real deal, the Catalina wine mixer. Whether you are continuing your schooling, finding work, or entering the service, you're going to be entering the real world. And let me tell you something, the real world sucks. You'll be in a world where you can't use your cell phones on airplanes. You'll be in a world where pantsing a random person walking by will only get about half the laughs. The rest will probably be busy taking out their camera phones while they film you being tasered by the policeman. Can't really blame them. Outside in the real world, the grass isn't as green and the air isn't as clean as we may think. I noticed that when passing through Clayton. To help you survive in such a harsh environment, I will pass to you the sage advice given me years ago. You are the handsomest boy in the world and nothing will ever hurt you. Thanks, Mom.
No problem.
No, but not to worry. There are many to whom we may look for guidance in accepting the shocking truths of life after high school. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Percival Ulysses Cox, and that guy that sings Chocolate Rain. But listen, you are from Pitman High School. You are without a doubt the most gifted students in the public school system when it comes to square dancing, badminton, and getting pencils stuck in the ceiling. Leah McCord once said, "Never lick your shoes clean, or your tongue will turn green." I don't really understand how that applies here, or to what that can even be applied, but it's always stuck with me. That's a lie. I don't even know who Liam McCord is, but I do intend to make it my lifelong goal never to find out. I had a dream last night. No, not the one where I'm on top of a pyramid in sun god robes and 3,000 naked women throwing little pickles at me. Lucky for you. I dreamt of today, graduation, and I thought, God forbid they play a different song at the end. I mean, when you get right down to it, what's wrong with walking out to Rihanna singing about her umbrella? I do admit that I hate that song, but it's the principle of the matter. Now, I'd like to ask you a question. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to write a speech with a profound message? For the love of God, I'm a teenager. My free time is spent sleeping and hanging out with people who have a strange attachment to inappropriate conduct involving my areolas.
Oh, God.
You said that publicly.
I get the sneaky suspicion that as a teenager, my values are questionable to you at best. So who's to say any of you will even take seriously any sincere words of wisdom I have to offer? So this is my message to you. I hope to God these have not been the best years of your life. If taking the SATs and asking permission to use the bathroom constitute the greatest moments in your experience, something's gone horribly wrong. I skipped a paragraph. Well, guess what? I have the microphone. No matter what I say up here, it is truth. As long as I stay up here, if your opinion differs from mine, you're wrong. I have the little stick on the podium that makes my voice really loud. Having attended school with you for the past 12 years, I have no doubt in my mind that every one of us has the potential to find happiness and success in life. Each of us has the capacity to be what we want to be, do what we want to do. All it takes is some effort and a bit of determination. Statistically, at least one of us will end up on a YouTube video with over 1 million hits. Use that for inspiration, if nothing else. As you slip in and out of consciousness, keep this one thing in mind, if nothing else. Do something you look forward to doing every day for the rest of your life. Don't find a job. Don't find a major. Find a passion. Find something that will make you happy. Don't worry about the mistakes surrounding a certain occupation or field. And more importantly, help someone. You don't need to save an island or the world. Just help the person next to you. Not everyone will pay it forward, but some will. I'd like to thank my mother and my father and the rest of my family for helping me reach where I am and further. Thank you to those who supported me, for only through aid do we survive adversity. And thank you to those who did not support me, for only in adversity do we find strength. Parents, I'll be in the lobby after the ceremony, so feel free to set me up for a date with your daughters there. Congratulations, class of 2009. Amazing.